I am health and fitness coach Nora Walsh, and I wanted to come to you with a quick workout with a super simple exercise piece of equipment. These are exercise loops. They're the typical exercise bands, but they're in a circle, so they can fold up really easily, travel with you wherever you go, and they give you a little bit different spin on a workout. So it really kind of depends on the manufacturer that you get them from, on which resistance it is, because different colors are different from different manufacturers. But the nice thing that I like about these is that you can pretty cheaply get a set that comes in all different resistances that you can use in all different kinds of workouts, and they will grow with you as you get a little bit stronger. So I'm going to show you a couple of exercises that you can do, full body workout with some resistance bands or loops, we'll call them. And where can you get these? You can get them on Amazon. I have gifted them to some clients, and they're not expensive at all, and they are super simple to use. They do actually, just as a caution, wear out. So if you've had some for a while, the rubber can get old in them, so you may want to look at maybe getting a new pair. Always test them out and see how they are. Okay, so I'm going to take the middle of the road out of these 5 bands to kind of demonstrate these exercises for you. And I'm going to start with your back. So I'm going to start with like a lat pull down. So I'm going to have you have 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. I'm going to have you anchor the loop in one hand and have that arm straight above. And then like a bow and arrow, you're going to drive that elbow back and slowly release it. So you're squeezing through your shoulder blade. This is a great workout for your back. Also working your arm. You're going to exhale as you pull back and inhale as you come forward. So exhale back, inhale forward. I'm going to demonstrate 15 repetitions of every exercise. You could always do more than 1 set. The goal is to fatigue the muscle group that you're working and make sure that you're feeling it in the area where you are working it. So here is that shoulder blade, working those muscles through your back. Also the arm that's up in the air, that's an isometric contraction. So you might feel that through your shoulder and your arm as you're squeezing back. Good, let's do a couple more here. Exhale as you pull back, inhale forward. Let's do 3 more, 2 more, and 1 more. Great, let's switch sides. I'm going to take my left arm up, my right arm back. I am in a stride stance just to kind of balance it out, bending my knees, keeping my core engaged. Exhale as you squeeze back. Inhale, come forward. Okay, my arm is up straight, squeezing through my shoulder blade as I draw that band back. Exhale and inhale. Great. Always slow and controlled motion, squeezing through that muscle group. Exhale back, inhale forward. Let's go with 5 more. 4, feel the fatigue, that's the goal. So if you need to do more, you can, or you can use a tougher loop. That's the great thing about getting a set. 1 more time. Great. Okay, so that was a single arm pull down. Okay, next I'm going to show you a single arm row. So you're going to take the loop, you're going to step on it with 1 foot, okay, and you're going to put that foot forward and draw that elbow down on your side. And you're going to take your opposite arm and you're going to drive your elbow back, squeezing your shoulder blade, and then release it. It's going to look like this. Exhale, squeeze back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, squeeze back. Inhale, come forward. And you might recognize this exercise from using a weight, which you definitely can. This is just kind of a different twist on it. The nice thing when you use bands is that it gives you resistance up and down. So it's a little bit different workout You can be more upright if it feels more comfortable for you. The idea is to keep your back flat, and again, squeeze through your shoulder blade as you do it. I always say there's a million ways to work the same muscle group, and when you add in different pieces of equipment, it's kind of fun to try out different things. So this is just another way to do a one-arm row. Let's do 3 more, 2, and 1 more. Great. And then you're going to switch sides. So you're going to put it under your left foot forward, right foot back. Make sure your weight is down. You're going to hold it in the right arm, and back is flat, and you're going to drive that arm back, squeezing your shoulder blade. Good. Exhale up, inhale down, exhale up, inhale down, exhale and inhale. Great. Squeeze. And again, you can try different resistances. The goal is fatigue through that muscle. I like to do always about 15 repetitions, but you can increase that. So I always say you can do between 10, 20. You don't really need to do more than that. If you're doing a ton and you're not feeling it, you need more resistance. Okay, let's do 3 more, 2, and 1 more. Great. So that's for your back. Next, I'm going to show you an exercise for your external rotator in your shoulder. This is a great muscle to keep strong. We tend to, if we're going to injure our shoulders, it tends to be our rotator cuff. So we want to keep ourselves as strong as we can there. So you're going to hold the band with both hands, tuck your elbows in at your side, and then you're going to slowly pull out with one side and then bring it in. Exhale, squeeze out and in. Exhale, squeeze out and bring it in. Exhale, squeeze out and bring it in. So the external rotation in your shoulder is working the back part of your shoulder right here. Okay? If you have a bigger band and you aren't feeling as much resistance, you could also do both arms at the same time. You can pull out like this. But I like to really kind of isolate the muscles if you can and focus one side at a time, because if you have a weaker shoulder or arm or part of your body, that stronger joint is gonna, or muscle is going to take over. So it's good to kind of divide it out. So you should feel that burn in your shoulder there. Go ahead and take a break. Let's switch sides. Elbows are tucked into your side and you're gonna pull out. Good. And that arm is anchoring the other side of the band. So exhale, squeeze, inhale, release, and you just kind of keep your arm at about a 90-degree angle as you're squeezing out. If you find it's hard to keep your elbows at your side, you could always tuck some towels underneath your elbows there, so you have to squeeze them towards your body. Exhale out, inhale down, exhale out, inhale down. Good. Squeeze, great job. Feel the burn. Okay, let's do a couple more here. Last one, good. Now, if you find that you're struggling and your form is getting off, like you're pulling, you're twisting your body to do it, take a break, because you want to make sure that you have proper form and that you're using the muscles the way that they should be used, okay? Next, I'm going to show you a bicep curl. So again, you're going to stand in stride stance. You're going to step on it, the one end, with your back foot. Make sure that your weight is through that toe so that the band stays put, and you're holding onto the other side with your elbow tucked in at your side, and then you're gonna curl up, and then you're gonna slowly bring it down. Now we're stretching that band pretty far, so you may need a lighter band as you're doing it. I'll show you here from the side. So back up tall, you're bent down and you're curling and relaxing. Exhale, curl, inhale down. So this band is only going to stretch as far as it can, right? So I'm not necessarily curling it all the way up to my shoulder because this band can only go so far. So know the limitations of your band. You don't want it to snap back at you, but you're squeezing your biceps on this one. Exhale, curl, inhale down. Of course, you could also do this with the free weight, but this is just another fun way to do it. Good. Keep your elbow by your side, shoulders down. Good. Okay, let's switch sides. You can see what that looks like. Step on it here. Make sure you've got your toe down. And also if you needed like less resistance, you don't have to stand as far down or as far feet as wide. Okay, tuck your elbow at your side. Here we go. You're gonna curl up and lower it down. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, lower down. Good. Squeezing that bicep, keeping your shoulder down. Chest up nice and tall. Bend in your knees for balance. Good. Exhale, lift up. Inhale down. And again, the range of motion is small because there's a limit to how far this band can stretch, but I'm still working that bicep through the motion. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Good. Let's do a few more here. Great job. One more time. Good, and relax. Great. So we just worked your biceps. Now we're gonna work your opposing muscle group and work your tricep. I love this exercise. So you're gonna hold the band with one hand. So this is in my left hand, and I'm gonna put that left hand on my right shoulder, and I'm gonna tuck my other hand right into that other side of the loop. My elbow is tucked at my side, and I'm gonna push my arm down, squeezing the triceps through the back of the arm, and then releasing. Exhale, push down. Inhale, release. Exhale, push down. Inhale, release. Exhale, push. Inhale, release. Exhale, push. Inhale, release. So you want to keep that wrist neutral as you do it. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. And let the muscle take over. So this is a tricep exercise. Notice this range of motion is different, so you might need a tougher band compared to the bicep curl, because that band had to stretch a long way from your leg to your arm, but here the motion is a little bit different. Good. Keep squeezing through the back of your arm. Good. Always keep your knees bent, your abs in, pelvis neutral. Always find ways to engage your core there as you go. So let's do a few more here. Squeezing the back of your arm. You should feel the fatigue there. Great. Okay, now we're going to switch sides. So I'm going to hold it with my right hand. I'm going to place my right hand on my left shoulder. My left elbow is tucked into my side, and I'm going to curl down and lift up. Curl down and lift up. Exhale, curl down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lift. Good. Push and relax. Squeeze the back of your arm. Engage your triceps. Great job, everybody. Push down. Good. Squeeze your triceps. Let's do a few more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So that was the back of your arm. Great. Okay, so next we're going to do is a one-arm shoulder press. So this one is working a little bit differently. So you're gonna hold it with your right hand and you're gonna anchor that down. And then my left hand is gonna hold it and I'm gonna press straight from my shoulder up overhead. Come down and press straight up. So here I'm working my deltoid, the muscle that comes over the top of my shoulder. And I'm just gonna push it straight up over my head and come down. Exhale straight up and come down. If you need more resistance, you can hold it further down. And you're also getting that isometric contraction in that arm that's not moving because you gotta anchor that band so that you can push straight up. So this is through your shoulders, pushing straight up. Feel it fatigue. We've done a few arm exercises, so you're gonna feel that shoulder. Great job. Let's do a few more. Exhale, press up. Inhale, come down. Exhale, press up. Inhale, come down. Great job. And press. Great. Okay, we're gonna switch sides. So I'm gonna have you anchor it with your left hand and then grip it with your right. And you're gonna push straight up overhead and bring that elbow down. So push straight up and bring it down. Exhale, push straight up and inhale, bring it down. Great job. Exhale, straight up, inhale, down. Exhale, straight up, inhale, down. Working through that deltoid, working through your shoulder. Straight up and bring it down. Straight up and bring it down. Awesome job. Press it up. Again, to fatigue. So aim to do 15 if you can. If you can't get there, it's okay. You want to keep the right form, keep your shoulders level, pressing straight up, bringing it down. Exhale, press up. Inhale, bring it down. Let's do a couple more. Good. One more time. Awesome job. Good. Okay. So those were 6 upper body exercises. Shake those arms out. And now we're going to move into some lower body exercises. So I'm going to have you place your band around your ankles. Okay. Sit down if you need to do that. Okay. And we're gonna start off with your hands at your hips. The band is around my ankles. And I'm just gonna have you step side to side. So you're gonna step out, step to center, out, step to center, side to side. Okay, so this is working all the muscles through your hips and your glutes. Again, you might need a tougher resistance band if you have a set of the bands. The goal is to feel the fatigue. Good. Step side to side, real basic. Okay, feel the burn. Good. It's amazing how little sometimes it takes to feel the burn. So feel it, take a break if you need to. The goal is to do like 10 to 15 times each side. Okay, awesome, take a break. Okay, so that was a side step. Now I'm gonna have you do a side, we're gonna walk with the band. So I'm gonna turn sideways. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna step out to the side and step to center. Step out to the side, step to center. Step out and step. Step out and step. And then go back the other way. So depending on how big your room is, or the area, maybe you go down back and forth on your hallway. But this is a great exercise. And you can keep going back and forth, feeling the fatigue through your hips. This is a great exercise for your hips, your glutes. Remember to engage your core, your abs. And you can go back and forth. If your room is big enough, you can definitely do 10 to 15 steps out and come back. Otherwise, just keep going back and forth. Okay? Good. I'm going to go all the way back. Great job. Okay, shake those legs out. I'm gonna show you another one. Okay, so the next exercise I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you step out, and then you're gonna squat your hips back, and then you're gonna step to center. And you're gonna step out, squat your hips back, and step to center. Step out, squat your hips back, step to center. Step out, squat back, step to center. Step out, squat back, step to center. So remember, when you're squatting, you want your hips to drive back, just like you're reaching your hips for a chair, okay? So I'll show you from side. Step out, drop your hips back. Notice my knees don't go forward. Step to center. Step out, hips go back, step to center. Step out, hips go back, step to center. Okay? And there's lots of variations on this. So if something doesn't feel right, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to show you an alternative. I think the biggest thing with squats is that you keep your weight through your heels and you drop your hips back. And by keeping your weight through your heels, you keep the pressure through the back of your legs. Great job. So we'll do a few more here. Step to center. You can do whatever you feel comfortable with your hands. That doesn't really matter. Okay? Awesome. Okay, so that right there was a step squat. And now I'm going to show you a leg curl, or a straight leg kick back, actually, with the band around your ankles. So this is going to focus on the back of your leg. You might want to hang on to something for balance. So a dresser, a table, whatever you might have in front of you. But you're going to balance on one foot, and you're going to kick the other leg straight back and bring it in. Kick the other leg back and bring it in. So I always recommend you start with hanging on to something, okay? And then you can move to bringing your hands to your hips. Remember that you want to keep your core engaged always, right? So kick that leg straight back and try not to lean forward or arch your back as you do it. So exhale back, inhale forward, exhale back, inhale forward. Great job. Squeeze your glute. So this is working your glute and your hamstring, okay? Back and bring it forward. Back and bring it forward. Good. Good. And then we're going to switch and do the same on the other side. So standing, and then reach, kick straight back. Keep that leg straight. Squeeze your glute. Remember, you might want to tuck your hips underneath you so that you can better engage your core. It's kind of what feels best for you. But exhale as you kick back. Inhale forward. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Great. Squeeze your glutes. Again, you can do a lot of different resistances. As you get stronger, you might need to go get a stronger resistance. That's why those packs of bands are great, because you don't know which exercise you're going to need. Awesome. Okay. Those are some really simple, basic exercises. We just worked your whole body in 10 exercises. We did 6 for your upper body, and we did 4 for your lower body with the loop. You could combine that with any ab exercises that you like and have a full body great workout. So if you have any questions, let me know. These are called loops. They're simple resistance bands that are made in a loop that make your life a little bit easier and give you a twist on a great workout. Thanks for joining me.